Welcome back to Listen to the Words. I'm your host, Andres, and this is my co-host. What's your name?
Kelly.
Hello, Kelly.
Hello.
Hola, Kelly. I gotta be careful speaking Spanish. You never know nowadays.
Yeah.
I might end up in a bus going back to Colombia where I haven't been back since I was 13. Long time. But anyway, we're gonna brave through the heat because in my new office / studio, we can't run the AC or the fan. Well, the fan's going right now.
The fan's going.
We can't run the AC while we're recording because the AC is loud.
Yeah.
And it ruins everything. So we're going to brave through this. So if we start getting hot and sweaty, we're going to pack it in and wrap it up.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm your host, Andres. I had cancer. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm running off 3 hours of sleep last night.
Yeah.
Because of you.
No, not because of me.
Then why?
I don't know why.
It was because of you.
No, it wasn't.
Because you give me the symphony of. Anyway, we are recording this week. We're trying to get back into the rhythm of recording because we went about a solid month and a half without recording anything.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go back to be more consistent.
Try to at least.
Try to. So, how was your week?
It was fine. What did I do? I went to work.
Oh, Mina, she has a job. She works now, guys.
I work now.
Yeah, she likes to roll that in my face now.
Yeah. Well,
She's like, I'm gonna buy this. I work now. I'm like, okay, cool.
I'm trying to think. What did we do this week? We went out to a really nice dinner. Took mom out to a nice dinner Friday night.
Yeah, it was your parents' 49th wedding anniversary.
Yeah. So
the water so far.
So we wanted to celebrate that. And then Saturday, my mom and I went to
lavender picking.
Yeah, we went to Elfleaf Farm in Landrum, South Carolina.
Come on the show, guys, or sponsor us. You should have told them, hey, we have a podcast. We're going to talk about it and get you guys at least one customer.
Yeah.
Just at least one.
So they so every year they do lavender picking. It starts June 3rd, and lavender doesn't last very long, so only like a few weeks. So we wanted to do it before it was all gone.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to go Thursday, but it was raining that morning. So we just decided to wait and see.
It's been raining every day.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was raining this morning.
And I'm not going to lie to you, last night's rain freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah, well, it wasn't rain, it was the wind.
It was both.
Yeah.
It was pretty
like
bad.
Tornado weather.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. These trees behind us were swaying. I'm still really happy that my mom pestered us into cutting that one tree down because that tree would have came down easily.
Yeah.
But we also dropped a lot of money yesterday.
You don't have to say that, but
we dropped a lot. Well, this Friday, Saturday, today we haven't spent money yet, so thank God for that.
Yeah.
But Friday we took your mom to dinner.
Yeah.
To a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
So nice restaurants equal significant money.
Yeah. It wasn't bad. It was a steakhouse, so it was the typical steakhouse prices.
But Sophia, the Switch 2 came out, and Sophia had mentioned it in passing that she kind of wanted one, but she didn't really need one, so we kind of brushed it off. I didn't do any pre-orders about it. So me and her were talking yesterday morning, and she's like, "Yeah, I really want one, Dad." So in my head is like, mental note, it's being bought today, but she won't know. So we went out in the morning and we came back home. We left her with your mom here at the house, and we said we had to go to Bin Time, which is an Amazon return store that she hates to go to.
She hates going.
So I said, "Hey, so if you want to go to Bin Time?" She goes, "No." So I said, "Oh, well, me and Mommy are going to Bin Time." Little did she know.
We lied.
I wanted to go to Bin Time, but we never made it. Hey,
no.
Charles is out there with his dogs.
We did not make it.
So we went to Costco.
You mean James?
James. Why did I say Charles?
I have no idea.
We went to Costco because we heard that they had bundles of the Switch 2 sold out.
Yeah.
So we decided, let's have a hot dog to appease our broken hearts. And then we were going to go hit a Best Buy. And then you said, hey, what about GameStop? Don't know why I never thought about GameStop.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else thought about GameStop either.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, you called. And by some miracle, they answered because that GameStop is notorious. I have a beef with the manager there. That's lasted the last 14 years.
Yeah.
I detest this man.
Yeah.
But anyway, you called and they say, hey, we have a couple left.
Yeah.
So we were like what, 3 minutes away.
Yeah.
Pulled up,
Yeah.
and yeah, he had one. We bought the Switch. We bought a memory card. That was a lot of money. So we bought that, and then we went next door to Walmart and bought her a case for that Switch. We came home. She was so happy as a clam.
Oh, she was so excited.
Oh, and so literally yesterday from 12 until about 6, maybe 5, when you guys came home, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
We played Mario Kart.
We got home before 4.
4 o'clock. So between 12 and 4, me and her hit Mario Kart hard. And then you got home and she went to go visit her best friend.
Yeah.
So then you were like, I want to play Mario Kart. So from 4 to 8 until Sophia came back home from her friend's house.
We beat the game.
We played Mario Kart. And then she's
game.
like, I want to play Mario Kart again. And I was like, this is your mom's turn. I have cancer hands. I can't use them that much anymore. I was like, that's probably the reason why my hands hurt this morning when I got up.
Yeah,
I was like,
probably.
I can't play that much anymore. So you guys played Mario Kart, and then we got home from our religious service this morning, and it's like, I want to play Mario Kart. So all 3 of us were playing Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's a cool little system.
Yeah, it was, the screen's bigger.
Yeah.
So, and I like the magnetic Joy-Cons.
And we didn't have to buy more Joy-Cons because our old ones sync up with this one.
We almost
bought it.
We almost bought them.
$95.
Yeah, when he said $95, we were thinking like $79, $80, whatever.
They've always been $70.
Yeah.
But
so
due to tariffs.
Yeah. So we were like, oh, we'll
hashtag
just,
are we great yet?
Like we'll just wait and we'll just, trade off.
Did the guy
whatever.
I thought the guy at GameStop told us that the old ones work.
I don't remember.
Or did I? No, I said I told you. I wonder if my old Pro one works with this Switch.
Right, and so I said, well, let me look it up online, and it said, yeah, you can use the original Switch accessories with the 2.
Yep. So it's gonna be awesome. So she's probably playing right now something on it, but it's been fun.
Yeah,
it's been real fun. Significantly priced, but it was fun.
Yeah.
So that being the case, and we're going on a little holiday, hopefully this week.
Yep.
Me and you are going away for our wedding anniversary. 18 years of marriage. You work on the day of, so do I, but it's easy for me to take a day off than you.
Yeah, and I mean, I get off at 12:30 the day of, so...
And I get off at 3.
So, I mean... I don't know. Like, there wasn't really anything. It's on a Monday, so it's like, it's weird.
So that's where we're going.
Like,
we're leaving
if
Friday.
It were on a Friday, I would have taken, I mean, I have the day off already, but, yeah, so.
But we're going away. We won't say anywhere. We won't say where, because anytime we say where we're going, a hurricane hits. So let's just not say where we're going.
Something happens.
We're going to go away, hopefully, on Friday.
Yeah.
And spend the night somewhere. Yeah, so it'd be fun. So now we're talking about our daughter, Sophia, that we got her the Switch. We're going to ease into our song of the week. Because we haven't done a song episode in a while.
Yeah.
We've just been lazy.
We have.
So.
And I almost said, let's do something else.
What? Another bracket?
Yeah. But then I feel like it was like 30, I think it was like 32 songs. And I was like, I don't know if I have the energy for that right now.
It's the best of the best brackets.
I know.
Because we've done 32 episodes of brackets. Yeah. So it's the best of the best.
So it's 32 songs. I just don't have
Well, we could go through that fast.
Yeah, probably.
Well, maybe after we're done here.
We'll see.
We'll see how we're doing. Fortunately, the sun's not hitting here, so that it doesn't get hot yet.
Yeah, it's not too hot
But once the sun hits, it's going to get toasty.
Well, I think the sun is hiding right now.
Yeah.
Behind a cloud.
Yep.
So.
All right. So let's dive into Daughters by Sir John Mayer.
He's not Sir anything.
Yeah, he is.
No,
he was knighted.
No, he wasn't.
He was. Like 3 years ago.
When?
3 years ago. By the Queen. Look it up.
Was he really?
No, he wasn't. I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, I don't think so.
You believe me. He was knighted. He was knighted by the president.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
Anyway, so we're gonna peel back the layers of the song, the Grammy award-winning song "Daughters" by John Mayer. So we're gonna talk about the lyrics and why it stirs so much emotion behind it. So tell me when this song was released.
So Daughters was released in 2003 on his sophomore album, Heavier Things.
Which was my nickname in high school.
So it wasn't originally intended to be a single, but it's become one of his most recognized songs. And the fact that it won a Grammy for Song of the Year surprised John Mayer.
Yeah.
So
it wasn't meant to be a single, yet it became the best single that year.
Yeah. So John Mayer said that he has a complicated relationship with this song. He didn't want to initially release it. He didn't think it was fully representative of his sound at that time. But the label pushed for it, and so then it happened.
That's one of those situations where the label getting involved worked in his favor.
Yeah, it did.
Because in the end, whenever you think of John Mayer, I don't think Daughters.
Right.
Now I do, but before it was like, your body is a wonderland.
Yeah, that's what I think
Welcome
of.
to the real world, she said. I don't know. I was singing that song.
Huh?
Welcome to the real world, she said to me, condescendingly.
Oh, yeah.
What is the name of that song?
I don't know. I'm not good with song names.
And you do a music podcast.
Yep.
Wow, way to go.
I do. Some songs I know the names, but like I can't.
Now, Gangster's Paradise do an episode. You're just going to rap the entire thing, aren't you? The entire thing. You're like...
That's a whole different story.
So, when you first listen to the song Daughters, it kind of sounds like a romantic relationship song.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not. What's it about?
It's about daughters.
Oh. So, what's the opening line?
So the opening line is, I know a girl, she puts the color inside of my world. So he's describing a woman who's vibrant and loving, but she's fragile. And it's because of how she was raised.
Yep.
So the song is about emotional inheritance. So the next line, he says, fathers, be good to your daughters, and daughters will love like you do. So he's making a plea to fathers that they need to recognize the impact that they have on their daughter's ability to love and trust later in life, which is really true because, fathers have a big, you may think it's like moms and daughters that have, the solid relationship or the impact, but not every family is like that. No. Some families, it's really the father that shapes the girl.
Yeah.
He shapes his daughter. So in the way, she's going to learn to trust a man, later in her life, and, how, and if she were to have a son, how she would want her son to be like her father. If her father treats her right,
yep,
then she's going to teach her son, this is how you treat women, and use her father as an example. So, or how not to treat women, depending on the father.
It's true. It's very true.
So, yeah.
So it reminds us that everyone carries emotional weight and that our childhood matters. And it's true. We all learn to be who we are from our childhoods.
Yeah, I mean, and like I was saying before, it's like how not even just fathers, but parents in general, they can shape their child's relationship with themselves and with other people.
Yeah.
And especially for girls, I think it's a little bit harder. We go through a lot more, I think, emotionally. Our body changes a lot more than boys. We have menstrual cycles, and we
develop physically.
You get hair in places you don't want.
Yeah.
That's not, we have to do a lot more to our bodies to make ourselves feel pretty and accepted. And guys can kind of just get away with whatever and, not have to worry about things. But girls have to worry about makeup and, how to sit right. And so they're not like spread eagle and showing everything, so it's
more rules.
Yeah, it's more rules. It's more. It's just more that they have to do. So it's very hard being a young girl.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's hard being a woman in general, but especially when you're a teenager. You have a lot of emotions
for sure
going on. So yeah.
So I always like this song because it's not complex at all. It's just John Mayer, a guitar, and the message.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people connect to it.
Yeah.
Because
for sure.
Um, and as always, people find a way to find controversy with songs.
Oh yeah.
Or with anything in general, like the sky is blue. Well, no, it's not.
Well, actually.
Well, who did you vote for? Because whoever you voted for depends on what sky the color of the sky is. Some have said that the song unfairly shifts the responsibility of a healthy relationship to fathers alone. But others argue that it just highlights how crucial early relationships are in shaping our emotional vocabulary and well-being.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with the latter that it's not just the responsibility of the father; it's the responsibility of both parents if they're both in the picture, of course. But fathers are essentially the head of the household, so yes, it does fall heavy on the father. But if both parents are in the picture and they're together, or whether they're together or not, if they're both in the picture, then they have to co-parent, whether they're married, separated, living together, whatever. You have to co-parent. You have to be on the same page when it comes to your kids, how you raise them. So, I think a parent's relationship with their child is crucial, whether the father is in the picture or not.
Mm-hmm.
So some parents, sometimes the mother is the single parent and she has to be mother and father.
Yeah.
So, and we know people like that,
I
that
grew
are
up in that.
Yeah, that are in that situation. And then we know people that their parents are both together, and so it's just, and I'm not saying that like, oh, if you have both parents in the picture, then you're gonna end up fine. That's not always the case.
You
it's also dependent on
more damaged.
It's also dependent on the parents and how they raise their children.
Yep.
So but it still sparks that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that that makes the song actually matter.
Exactly. Yep. So we can dive a little bit into the lyrics. So we're gonna start reading it. Well, I'll read it if you want.
Okay.
I know a girl. She puts the color inside of my world, but she's just like a maze, where all the walls are continually changing. Where all walls continually change, and I've done all I can to stand on her steps with my heart in my hands. Now I'm starting to see. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's got nothing to do with me. Fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do. Girls become lovers who turn into mothers. So mothers, be good to your daughters too. Oh, you see that skin? It's the same she's been standing in since the day she saw him walking away. Now she's left cleaning up the mess he made. So fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love like you do. Girls become lovers who turn into mothers. So mothers, be good to your daughters too. Boys, you can break. You'll find out how much they can take. Boys will be strong and boys soldier on. But boys will be gone without warmth from a woman's good heart. On behalf of every man, looking out for every girl, you are the guide and the weight of her world. So fathers, be good to your daughters. Daughters will love you like you do. Girls become lovers, turn to mothers. Okay. So mothers, be good to your daughters too.
So, I mean, really, this is talking to both parents. Yeah. Yes, it shifts a little bit more to fathers.
Yeah.
But he's talking about how mothers need to be good to them too, because, eventually that girl may become a mother.
Yeah.
So you need your mother to show you how to be a mother. You can
hear the fan now.
Now I can, okay. Yes.
I was just testing something.
Yeah. A father can't teach you how to be a mother.
No.
And a mother can't teach you how to be a father.
No.
So, but I like that it says that boys will be strong and boys soldier on, because that's kind of the thing, is that, boys are told, to be strong and
suck it up.
Yeah, don't cry. Suck it up. Don't cry. Crying's for wimps or whatever. There's no crying in baseball.
Yeah.
But in girls, it's kind of expected to cry. Mm-hmm. And, I don't like that stereotype, because I feel like Boys can cry. I feel like boys should be able to cry and express
Isn't that a
their
movie?
feelings.
Boys cry or something like that. Girls cry.
Boys don't cry.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
No, Big Girls Don't Cry is the song.
Big girls don't cry. Yeah.
But
so it's talking about larger girls or just adult girls?
No, like you're a big girl.
Oh,
you're,
okay. Oh, okay.
You know.
I thought it was like Fat Bottom Girls from Queen.
No. I forgot what I was saying. But I feel like it's good for, boys and girls to show their emotions.
Yeah.
Because it shows that they're human.
Exactly.
And that they're not.
And you're healthy enough and capable enough to show your emotions. Because you bottle it up and then you're just a robot.
Exactly.
And then you blow up somewhere.
You're going to blow up down the line.
On the wrong person or on your loved one or your kid.
Right. So, but I think...
You ran out of steam.
I think that, it's saying, but boys would be gone without warmth from a woman's good heart. Mm-hmm. So, if you have that... I feel like only a woman can really show a boy how to have warmth and empathy.
Okay.
Because we're naturally embedded with that.
Okay.
And then I think, boys learn from that. They learn that. So from their mother. And I'm not saying a father can't do that, but it's more...
I got you.
It's more likely that you're going to learn that from your mother.
Yeah. That makes sense.
For a woman. Now, if you learn that from your mother, then yes, you're going to show that as a man. You should be able to show that when you're older and down the road and have your own children. But again, I think it just depends on how you grow up.
For sure.
Because not every family is the same.
No, they're not at all.
So.
You went off on a tirade.
Oh.
I just sat here. I'm enjoying the ride. I'm like, yeah, sure. Whatever you want to talk about. No, but it makes sense. I mean, I like to think that I'm trying to show Sophia what she should look for in a potential spouse down the road.
Right.
How I treat you, how I treat your mom, how I treat my mom. My mom's special. How I treat everybody in general.
Yeah.
That you need to find someone that's nice to people, not just because I make X amount, I can be hoity-toity.
Right.
But just because I can do this, I can talk down to people. No.
Yeah.
No, we're all on the same ride on this giant rock called Earth.
Yeah.
I mean, like I told you, cancer taught me to be a little more laid back with stuff.
Yeah.
Life's too short. Nothing that we do is life or death.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah.
So can't take life too seriously.
Yeah. And I think it's taught all of us to be a little bit more empathetic with people and their circumstances.
Except for one kid that I don't like very much.
Well,
I'm kidding.
Now, I'm not saying, that everybody deserves empathy.
No.
But
and
I try to give people the benefit of the doubt until I know more.
I'm a firm believer, and I mean, it's going to sound kind of jerky, but I think a lot of people, like, there's certain people that you chemically don't get along with.
Yeah, and that's
that you just
fine.
don't like them. It's just a chemical thing or a human thing. Like, some people I can't stand being around them.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a repellent to me.
And that's fine. And
they're few and far between. I mean, I get along with mostly everybody, but a few people I'm just like, I don't want to be in your presence ever.
Yeah.
I'll smile, but I just don't want to be near you.
Yeah. You're cordial.
Yeah.
But not like you're not going to be best friends with them.
Yeah.
Or even acquaintances.
Yeah. I know your name. That's all you get.
Right.
I know your name and I know your parents. That's it. Now go dance somewhere else.
Yeah.
But no, and like I said, I want to show Sophia what she needs to look for in a spouse or a boyfriend down the road. Just, hey, he has to be respectful. And I've told her, if any boy ever yells at you or treats you bad or makes you feel uncomfortable, you have to tell me.
Yeah.
There's none of this, I can fix him. No. That doesn't work.
It doesn't.
You're not going to fix anybody.
No.
I'll fix him with my 2 hands. I'll fix him and I'll break his jaw. But there's no, and I even told her, once you're married, if you can always come home.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So there's no, hey, you're married. That's it. You're not my problem anymore.
And I think that's, where a lot of people get into problems because when they're older is because they think I can't go home. I've done this, my parents have told me my whole life, if you've, you made your bed, now you got to sleep in it, type thing. Or, I can't go home. I have to prove I have to be an adult, I have to be a grown up now. And that's not, to an extent, but when someone is physically or emotionally hurting you, that's a whole nother ballgame.
Yep.
Like, I'm not saying stick it out and work it out, but if you're just fighting, because you don't get along, then, that's different. Mm-hmm. Like,
but if they put their hands on you, then
if it becomes physical or where it's emotional and mental abuse, like they're putting you down constantly,
like what you did to me,
then that's.
Then they're catching my hands.
That's completely different. Of course you can always come home. Now, if this is just an argument because you're disagreeing on something.
Because you disagreed on where to go for dinner.
Right. Like.
And then you come back like, he always wants to go to Whataburger.
Like, you need to work that out.
Yeah. We can tell her, hey, man up.
Right. Work that out. It's not all that serious,
But if he nitpicks on one of her character flaws or physical flaws in front of me, he's catching these hands.
Yeah, even if it's not in front of us.
He's just catching these hands.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah.
You have to take it on a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, so I've told her these things. I'm like, hey, remember this? And I tell her things about, like, when you're dating somebody, they should be doing this for you. They should be doing this for you.
Right.
You should be doing this for them.
Right. So it's not just a one-way street.
No.
She needs to put in 50%, as well.
I think she's understanding this stuff now that she's older.
Yeah.
Soon to be 14.
Yeah. We're going to have a high schooler. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Wake me up when it's done.
we're not off too bad. We're 41 with a high schooler. That's not bad.
Yeah, still.
By the time she's done with high school, we'll be 45. Yeah. Still young.
Yeah, we're still young.
45.
Old enough to be grandparents, young enough to still be cool.
I don't foresee us being grandparents for a while, but who knows?
Oh, no, I don't either. If ever.
I think we have a solid another 10 to 15 years before we're grandparents. So by that time, we'll be 60. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too.
60.
Now, question. Do you want to be called grandpa?
No.
What do you want to be called?
I would like to be probably abuelito, abuelo.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on who's around, because, I mean, in today's political climate, I have to be grandpa. God forbid someone speaks Spanish
anywhere. What about Papa?
Well, it depends on who she marries. What if she marries a Hispanic guy and they call him Papa?
Yeah, true.
That's why you kind of have to be, like you said, case-by-case basis.
Yeah.
But abuelo or Tito, I mean, she calls my dad Tito, but she doesn't really see him much, so I could be Tito. Mm-hmm. And by then, my dad might be gone. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean...
Let's hope not.
No, let's hope not. But you never know. I mean,
things
my
happen.
dad's getting up there in age too.
Yeah, things happen.
So I might inherit the title. You never know. And what do you want to be called? Mima?
No, God.
Nana?
I don't know, because my mom is Nana.
Yeah.
So if she's still around, they're going to call her Nana.
They'd call her Great Nana.
Well, they'll still just call her Nana, I think.
Or Nana Kathy.
Yeah, Nana Kathy.
Because also, again, it depends on who she marries. What if she marries a white guy? Yeah. And theirs is Nana, too.
Yeah.
So it's Nana Kathy and Nana whoever. Too many variables.
I don't know.
Abuelita.
Mimi.
Mimi?
Mimi, maybe.
Mimi, okay.
I don't know. I have to look up.
Call me Mumu.
No, I gotta look up grandma nicknames.
No, don't. We don't need to at all. There's zero reason to.
I have to think this out.
No, I don't.
I need to know what I'm gonna be called.
She's told you many times she doesn't want to have kids.
Yeah, so she's 13.
We're okay. We're good for a while. We're good for a significant amount of time. But I think we're good with this song. So whether you're a father, a daughter, or someone who's still unpacking the lessons of childhood, ooh, that's deep. Daughters ask you to pause and reflect, to listen to not just the melody, but what?
To the words.
To the words. Ooh!
It reminds us that love isn't learned in a moment. It's taught, or sometimes not taught, over the years. When artists like John Mayer choose to speak on that, even through a simple acoustic tune, it gives the rest of us a chance to reflect too.
Yeah. Very true. I'm gonna listen to the cue on that thing. There's a cue on there. It says cue soft background music.
Instrumental daughters reprise if licensed.
If licensed. It's not licensed, so we're going to play my outro song, which I may have to go back into my AI and try to make a new song. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But hopefully next time we'll have another music episode. If not, we're going to do the best of the best brackets.
Yeah, it's getting a little warm
1
in
through
here.
32. Yeah, it's 80 degrees in here now.
Yeah, I don't think I have it in me for another one.
There's not going to happen.
No.
So thank you for listening Thank you for listening to Listen to the Words. The show Instagram is Listen to the Words Podcast. The show email is listen to the words pod@gmail.com. What do you want to promote?
My show email is listen to the words podkelly@gmail.com.
And if you're ever in the Greenville Spartanburg Airport, look for Kelly.
Please don't.
Oh my God. Please. Look, if you guys ever fly into the Greenville Spartanburg Airport,
please don't.
please ask for Kelly.
Please don't.
Please. And tell them that you're a fan of the show. How funny would that be if at some point in time next week, they'd be like, hey,
Yo.
I need Kelly to wheelchair me out. And then he's like, I'm a big fan.
I've already blown people's mind because I know somebody that was in town for the Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And he wanted to take a picture of me,
That's
and
right,
he did it in front of my coworkers, and everyone was looking at me like, "What is going on?"
You're like, I'm kind of famous.
You're like, "Yeah, I'm kind of
I mean,
famous."
I'm kind of famous too.
Yeah,
We've discussed this many times.
We're kind of famous.
So you're famous in the comic book world.
Yes.
And I'm kind of famous in the podcast world.
Which is odd that I'm famous in the comic book world and not you.
Whatever. Hey, it works. I mean, I'm a like a 0.0111% celebrity podcaster. So I mean, I might be on stage at some point. Can you imagine if I get on stage? If we get on stage?
Woof. That's
yeah, that'd be awesome. I would cry. I would seriously just cry.
You'd just be sitting there crying in the
I'd just
corner.
be crying.
You just curl up.
They'd be like, hey, welcome to the
Is he
Basement Yard
okay?
Experience.
Like,
Andre
no.
Hernandez. Ooh.
He's not okay.
No. But we will leave it at that.
Yeah.
So please be good to your daughters, guys, and your sons.
Yeah.
Because
just be good to your kids.
Be good to your kids because if they end up marrying my kid, they better be good.
Yeah.
Because they will catch these hands if they don't.
Yeah.
All right. So with that being said, I got nothing else. Hasta luego, guys.
Keep listening to those words.
Thank you, guys.